Have you heard the news about Meta coming to Durham? We recently have too. So we are going to share our thoughts and opinions about Meta's potential presence in the Raleigh-Durham area. Stick around.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. I'm Zach. This is my beautiful wife, Cindy. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner. You can also hit the bell to be notified of every time we release a new video. That number on the screen, that is our number. We put it there because we are licensed real estate agents in the area. So if you have any questions about the area, any questions about real estate in the area, we'd love to chat with you, so feel free to reach out. With all that being said, today's video, like Cindy said, is on Meta, formerly known as Facebook, moving into the area. I won't say it's breaking news because we're about 12 days late on delivering this. I think they announced it like June 7th or June 8th, but we live with basically animals, our children, and so our breaking news is always delayed. But anyway, today's video is on that. We're going to cover what we think the impacts of that will be on the housing market specifically. So with all that being said, let's dig in. So just a couple of thoughts initially. The first one is Meta has not released a statement confirming these reports. So these reports were initially put out by WRAL, which is a local news station here in the Triangle. And I don't think it's a rumor that they're coming. I think there's probably some legitimate sources there, and they've even posted some jobs on LinkedIn. So I think it's a pretty sure thing that they're coming. But there hasn't been a statement, so the details are pretty scarce. We don't know how big is the presence going to be, where are they going to be located in Durham, all those kind of things we don't know yet. So this isn't like the Apple announcement where Apple said they're bringing in X number of jobs at this location, at this pay rate. So those kind of things haven't been announced yet.
Right, yeah. And all we have is from other sources. It says there could be a significant presence in the downtown Durham area, like maybe American Tobacco Warehouse campus. But that's kind of just like speculation.
And ultimately, this is how the Apple news began. It began with kind of like a rumor several years ago, which came to fruition last year when the official announcement came out. So that's probably a similar path to what this will be. I mean, that's kind of my first thought with this.
Our disclaimer. So when and if this official announcement does come, I think it's going to confirm a big maturing process in the Raleigh-Durham area with tech. We've always had a ton of pharmaceutical, medical presence, things like that, and lots of universities here for research, but not as much tech. And so it kind of feels like, are we becoming like a little bit of like a San Francisco or something like that here with Apple coming? Google is supposedly coming. Now Meta. I mean, those are like the three biggest ones I can even think of. Like, I don't keep up with the tech world, so those of you that do are probably laughing that those are definitely not the biggest ones or something. I don't know, but it's definitely maturing, so it's going to change, I think, the way people view, especially if it is going to come to Durham instead of just specifically like the Research Triangle Park, which hugs Durham and the Wake County side as well. But if it came to downtown Durham, it could really change like the price points and the face of downtown Durham for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, mentioning the housing, the effect this would have on housing, I think in the short term, I don't know if this will have the effect that the Apple announcement had. One, because there hasn't been an official press release from Meta, which I think is pretty significant. But two, I mean, you look at the housing environment right now in general. The economy doesn't seem to be as good as what it was when Apple announced. Interest rates are certainly higher, so the housing market is a little different. And so I think that's going to impact the initial reaction that folks have to Meta coming into the area. But I think the long-term impact that this will have on the housing market will be significant.
Yeah, if Meta definitely does come and opens up anywhere around the same time frame as when all of this Apple stuff actually completes and comes, and Google completes and comes, that's a lot of people with what we would imagine being high-paying jobs moving into an area that's already very competitive with scarce housing supply. So if if that were to change things, I think it could, within 10 or 15 years, like, we could be a very different average price for housing around the triangle than we are right now. Yeah,
there was, in that report that was initially posted, they had some quotes in there from some other real estate professionals, and one was talking about the chance for home prices in the area essentially doubling in the next like 10 to 15 years. I don't want to believe that, but I mean I could see a scenario in which that could become true. I don't want to believe it because that's it's kind of scary. But I mean, when you have large companies coming into an area like that, it's not just those companies that are coming in, it's all the companies that come in to be close to those companies, and so it just turns into a feeding frenzy. So I think the impact of Meta coming into the area, the long-term impact will be significant. And I think one thing too, with them coming to Durham, like Google's coming to Durham, I think there's a chance that Durham will become more expensive than Raleigh.
It could. I don't know. I mean, right now there's
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, on average, Raleigh's about $100,000 more for buying a home in Raleigh than in Durham. So it could flop. Like right now we're looking at the 450s in Durham versus 550s in Raleigh. General numbers, including single family and detached homes there. But if Meta came, people wanted to be closer to work, didn't want to commute from like Raleigh or anything like that, wanted to live in Durham. Yeah, I mean, Durham's smaller than Raleigh, so we already have less supply just by the nature of being smaller. So it could really drive up Durham prices maybe even more than, maybe not. It'll be impacted on the whole triangle, but could specifically see it happening in Durham the most.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. I think Durham has not planned its communities as well as some of the other areas. Like you go into like a Cary or an Apex or a Wake Forest, some of these suburbs, or even like North Raleigh, where there's just better planned neighborhoods. Durham doesn't really have much of that, and I think as Durham grows, and it's going to become a challenge to meet the demand of the growth here, which I think will end up spiking the prices pretty significantly. So I think them choosing Durham, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Definitely.
All right, so Meta is supposedly coming. I guess we just wait on they posted jobs, so I think it's pretty safe to say they're coming.
Mark hasn't let me know yet.
You got a direct line to Mark?
Got a direct line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always more of a cautious person, so until I hear something from the source, I just kind of take it with a grain of salt. But I mean, I think it's good. I'm not gonna.
It's weird to post jobs on LinkedIn for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna assume they're coming here, and I
haven't denied it either.
They haven't.
They haven't confirmed nor denied.
It's true. So anyway, I think long-term impact will be significant for Meta coming into the area. But anyway, thanks again for watching today's video. Like we said earlier, if you have not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button in the corner, and you can also hit the bell to be notified of every time we release a new video. That number on the screen, like we said earlier, that is our number. We're the ones that answer those phone calls and those text messages. So if you got any questions about real estate in the area or any questions about the area in general, we'd love to chat with you. So feel free to reach out. And then social media.
Yeah, you can also follow along with us on Instagram. You can find us at the Honeycut Realtors, or you can check us out on our website, honeycutrealtors.com. We'd love to have you follow along with us and see all of our random updates on social media and learn more about the area. You can also message us there.
Yep. But anyway, thanks again for tuning in, and we will see y'all next time.